Alright, so how's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be making a quick little video that I've been saying for a while now I've been wanting to make, and that is showing you all the different kind of knots I use for fishing, because every once in a while, you know, you get fishing with someone and they'll be like, oh, don't worry, I know how to tie knots and stuff, and you look at it and you're like, what the heck is this? But yeah, all these are pretty easy to do. You know, you gotta just practice them a couple of times, and I believe the knots, I should have written them down, totally unprofessional, but knots I'm pretty much going to show is the Uni Knot. I guess I'll show the fish. I think it's called Fisherman's Knot. That's pretty much the basic first learned knot. Couple line-to-line knots. Snell Knot. Yeah, I'm going to show those knots, and I'm going to try and put together like a little thing that you can skip through the video to whatever knot you're interested in learning in. So yeah, let's get this started. Alright, so this first knot I'm going to be showing is what I'm assuming is the basic fishing knot that everyone learns when they're first starting out. So, and I'm pretty sure it's called the Fisherman's Knot. I'm not sure all the exact names of it, but basically you got a hook. You know what a hook is with the eye, and hopefully this fluorescent line kind of helps show it up better. But this you can use swivel, hook, lure, whatever. That's almost all of these you can use for tying to multiple different things. But basically all you're going to do is put the swivel hook like that. So this is called the tag end of it. So if I say tag end, this is what I'm meaning, that the side that's been cut. So basically you're going to take it and you're going to make it kind of like this, like a little loop. And you're going to take the tag end here, which is the cut end, and all you're going to do is wrap it around the line, probably 5 or 6 times. That's twice, 3, 4, 5. So it comes out like this, kinda. Just wrap it around. Then you're just going to go back through the loop of the line, kind of like that. And then pull the tag in a little bit. I mean, some people wet it, like put a little bit of spit on it just to help it slide down and cinch together better, and then just gonna pull it tight like that. Okay, finally got the camera focused, but yeah, that's what it should look like when you're finished. Pretty smooth looking knot. Probably shouldn't turn it because that's making it not focus, but yeah, then all you gotta do to finish it off is just clip it, which, yeah, some people like to leave a lot, some people like short. I mean, it's whatever you think is better off, how much you trust the knot. So, I mean, sometimes every knot will slip just a little bit, so that's why you want to leave a little bit of tag in until it tightens up. It keeps unfocusing itself. But, yes, that's pretty much the first knot. It's a good knot. I always used to use it. But, yeah, moving on to the next knot. This is the knot I use all the time for anything that... I don't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure it's never broken on me. But yes, this is called the Uni Knot, and it's similar to the other one. So you're gonna take the line, go through the hook. Now, you're gonna kind of make like the loop similar to before, but you want to give yourself a lot more tag line. Then you're gonna take the line, and then you're just gonna make a little loop like that. So it should come out like this, kinda. Tag line's up here. Can't really. I'm just like pinching it together against the line, but as you can see, it's just laying across it. So you make the little loop, and then you're gonna go through the loop. I do, for heavier lines, I do three times through. You can do 4. 3 or 4 is good. Any more than that. But if you're using Power Pro or any kind of braided line, I would say do 6 or 7 times through, because that stuff is a lot easier for it to slip. So I always do like 6 or 7 times for that. But for monofilament and stuff, 3 or 4 times is good, depending on how thick the line is. And all I did was pull the tag in there to cinch the knot down like this. And again, sometimes people, you can like wet it with your mouth. I always just hold it with my hand. I just grab the knot and you just pull this would be the main line, and you just pull it down just to get it close. So then it's kind of like this. It's like that, and you just pull it down. Keep pulling the main line, and yeah, it looks kind of similar to the fisherman's knot or whatever, but it's called the Uni Knot. This is a very good knot. I mean, I use it. You can use it on rope and stuff and everything. It's fairly simple and it's really easy to do. And I like this knot. This is what I use. This knot. It's pretty much the only knot I use is what I'm trying to say. When going to a hook, I do the Snell knot, which I'll be showing next. But this is an easy knot to do. I use it on the hook, swivel, whatever you want to do, kind of knot like that. So it's a really good knot. So now onto the Snell knot, which took me a while to learn a good way to do it. I remember seeing a bunch of different crazy ways, but for this, it's kind of I'm gonna pretend this is like a leader kind of line, which this I use on J and circle hooks, but it's really good on circle hooks, and you got to do it away for it. I'll show that. So I'm gonna I clipped off the line here, so I got 2 tag ends. So pretend this is like a leader or something. We're gonna make some sailfish rigs or something like that. So you're gonna take the circle hook, and you're gonna go through the front, like I guess this would be the front end, the hook side, I guess I would call it. You're gonna go through it and stop it, like probably about that far. Might have to do a little longer if you're using, actually, the different thickness and lines kind of changes the knot up a little bit, but same thing. So you're gonna take this, and you're gonna take the other end, which would be the longer side of it, and you're gonna take it while holding this. It's a lot harder to do with this lighter line. Wish I had thicker fluorescent, but you're gonna hold it, the tag end, I'll call this end, and then this will be the main side, I'll call it. You're gonna wrap it around the shank of the hook like this. So once again, depending on thickness of lines, I do it probably 5 or 6 times. I mean, I don't really ever count, so I just wrap it around a bunch, kind of like that. So it's wrapped around this tag end line and the shank of the hook. So you're gonna take it and hold it so it doesn't come apart. So now you're gonna take this main end of the line and go through the back end of the hook, the eye of the hook, kind of like this. So let's see if I can show this without letting it come apart. So you kind of see how this is the main line, and you go through. You want to make sure you're going through the back of the hook like this, and you pull it tight, and so you can, it comes loose. Well, it's doing that because it's a lighter line, but the heavier line, it doesn't really come loose, and if it does, it'll cinch itself back down. But see how it's like that? Hopefully it does it. Now you can kind of see, it does it more with the heavier line, that it's kind of like curved a little bit, which is what you want, especially with the circle hooks. And I've heard a lot of people say with J hooks, it also helps prevent gut hooking a lot. But pretty much what this is doing is it's giving it, like pretend this is like the fish's mouth, is what I've always heard people would be saying, is that like the fish bites down on the line or the hook or whatever, and the way that it's curved like this, it makes it catch a lot easier with the line in the mouth. So yeah, I mean, I usually leave it long like that or whatever, clip it if you want a little bit shorter. But yes, that's a Snell knot. It was really hard to figure out the right way to do it, and I finally saw something years ago, and this is the easiest way I've seen it. So it's pretty simple, though it does kind of suck that with this way, if you do have it tied to, say, like a swivel on this end, you have to clip it off and redo the whole thing again. But usually I usually don't redo it. I just do a Uni knot after if I lose the hook or something. But yes, that's the Snell knot. All right, so now I'm going to show 2 different types of loop knots, and I have no idea what they're called, so I'm going to call them loop knot 1 and loop knot 2. Loop knot 1, this you can use on hook, lure. I mean, you could use it on swivel or whatever for whatever reason, but basically what you're wanting it is a loop knot so that the hook or lure can get a little more action. It can move around a bunch. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the one end of your leader. You're just gonna do basically a regular, I forget what kind of overhand knot is that called? Just one, just like an overhand knot. So if you were to pull this tight, if you pull this tight, it would just make a regular kind of knot deal. But you're just gonna keep it like this so there's a little loop in it. And then you're gonna take the tag end of that part, the loop, and you're gonna put it through the eye of whatever you are. So it kind of looks like this, slides around. You're gonna take it, so then you're gonna go around the back end of this loop here, this knot loop, and you're gonna make it so it's like this. You're just gonna go back through the back side of this. If you went through the front side, it would mess it up. But I pull it a little bit tighter to get a little more tag in line. So it's like that. And it's hard to do with the short. You're gonna take this tag inside. You're gonna go over the main line once, like so, and then back through this like circle loop thing you got right here, and then you're gonna pull it like that, so it comes together. You can pull the tag in too to make sure the other part, oh, it slid down a little too much. This is harder to do with these lighter lines, but yeah, you're just gonna pull the main line part, and it's done. So it made a little loop around. So now, if you like just hold a knot, see the hook or lure, whatever you're tying it to, can just swing around freely like that. Then I clip it a little bit. So yeah, makes a little loop. Pretty nice thing. Okay, so the second loop knot 2, I'll call it. This I only use for if I'm making offshore lure kind of rigs where you're connecting a lot, like a leader line to a snap swivel, and you need a loop. So this one's really easy to do. All you're gonna, like, this is a straight piece of line. Pretend this is pretend like you have a lure on this end, that off, like a ballyhoo or whatever kind of offshore lure. So you're gonna take this end, the other end, and just bend it over to make a loop, like so. Pretty, nothing special, just a loop end. And I'm gonna take, I like to kind of pinch it so you hold it. It's harder with lighter line once again. And you're just gonna make like a circle kind of deal. I guess it would be another loop and a loop. So it looks like, can't really show it without it coming apart. You can see here's like the tag end and the main line. I just hold it like that so it's a little loop. And all you're gonna do is take the end of the loop and just put it through the other loop twice. Oh, can I see it? So you kind of see go once. You could pull the, I guess I'll just call this the tag end of the loop, because this part's what's going to attach to the snap swivel. It's hard to label these kind of things. That was once, and you're going to go through twice. So it should look like this, I guess. This is like the tag end of the monofilament, then this is the loop end. You're going to hold the tag end and the main line, like here on this side, and then you're going to grab the loop, just pull it tight. I like it. It's a lot easier just grabbing a pair of pliers and grab the tag end, just to make sure it's all looking good. You pull the tag end and the main line at the same time to get the knot to come together. So it comes together like this. If it focuses, please. Please focus. Please focus. You guys see, yeah, just like a little knot like that. Then you got the loop. Then you can connect it to a snap swivel. So yeah, and also this I've made some deep drop rigs, And you can make if you make this loop end a little bit longer, you can so you could pretend like this is like 80-pound test or whatever for a little rig, but all you do is take the loop and if you could, this is okay. Put the loop end through the hook, over the hook, pull it tight like that, which would make the deep drop kind of rig deal. But I always use, that's a knot I use for this, but I always use this knot pretty much specifically when making leader rigs for offshore trolling lures. Alright, so now I'm going to show 2 line-to-line connection knots would be what they are. So the first one I'm going to show, I believe, is called the Albright Knot, and I'm going to go look up all these when I make the captions of the video so I know they're actually what they are. But yeah, this one I use with lighter monofilaments and always pretty much with Power Pro. So hopefully you can see the Power Pro. This is gonna make it hard with the black desk and the dark line. And then this would be the leader or whatever you're doing with monofilament to this. And you can also use this to monofilament. So what you're gonna do is take the monofilament side, leader side, and just bend it. Make a little loop kind of deal. Nothing special. So like here's the tag end of the loop and then the main end. This part matters a little bit, so I'm gonna hold it like this. And then I'm gonna take the Power Pro, hopefully you can see it right here. Take the Power Pro and you're gonna go through the loop. Through the loop like this. And then you're gonna go over it. Now, like Power Pro, I probably 7-8 times, 6 to 8 times. The more so, the better it'll hold the knot because Power Pro likes to slip a lot. And all you're gonna do is go over the line. It's twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times we'll do that. So, okay, this part matters a little bit. And then the loop, you're gonna hold the Power Pro down, and then you're gonna go back through the loop like this. So then that comes over it, and then slowly pull it down. I like to try and cinch it a little. Like now, you can see the Power Pro tag end, and then this would be the main end that's on the reel. You're just going to kind of pull it while holding the main end of the leader and the tag end of the leader. And you're just going to pull it. And be careful. I mean, if you're using Power Pro, I'm sure you know it's pretty sharp. You can cut yourself pretty easy with it. And you're just going to pull it tight like that. So then you got tag end here, main line there, main line here, tag end there. And this is probably impossible to see on the camera. Like I like cinch it down with my fingernail a little bit. Do that, show it. But you can see there. And then clip. This will probably make it a little bit easier to see. Clip the Power Pro. I like to leave a little bit more, like a longer tag end on the Power Pro, just in case if it's like that Power Pro line. I should say braid because there's lots of braided line companies out there. I just always use Power Pro. So yeah, it's gonna kind of look like this. Okay, there we got the focus finally. So yeah, it should finish like that. You got the 2 tag ends. You could cut the mono side of the tag end a little bit shorter if you want. But yeah, I guess it kind of looks like the fisherman's knot when it's done. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And I use this almost always with braided lines, and sometimes with lighter monofilament lines to the heavier monofilament lines. So the second line-to-line connection knot is the double Uni Knot, which is the same thing as the single Uni Knot, just tying 2 of them on lines. So here, hopefully this will all come out right. So we got, say, we'll use this as the leader end of the line, and then here would be the line on your reel. So you're gonna take the two lines like this, like both tag ends. You're gonna put them across. You can pinch them like this. So you can see you got the main line tag end here, and the leader tag end here. You're gonna need a little bit of line for each side. So doesn't really matter which side you start, but here we'll do the leader tag end, and you're just gonna tie the uni knot like so. So you make the loop like that, kind of hold it. This is the main line, and then you're just gonna go over the main line through the loop. I do it 3 times. You can do it 3 or 4. It doesn't really matter. So just like the other uni knot, then you just pull it a little, not too tight. You just want to finish the knot a little bit so it's like looks like that. So it kind of looks like a mess, but yeah, you can see, and then you can see the clear leader main line there. So then you're gonna go over here and do the exact same thing with the main line. So you're gonna do loop, and then you're gonna go over the leader line with the loop. So once, twice, 3 times. Then you pull the tag end to get the knot a little bit tight, not too tight. So that's gonna kind of look like this. You can see both tag ends, and yeah, here you can see where they're together, like a little bit like that. So this actually wouldn't be the worst idea to wet it a little bit just to make sure it goes smooth and doesn't kink up the line. And all you're gonna do is pull both, like this is the main end to the reel line here, the leader line, and you're just gonna pull both the main sides like this. Try to do it easy, but pull hard at the same time. And you're just pulling the 2 knots together right here. Before I finish it to show. See, come on, focus. Oh, the clear line's ruining it, but you can kind of see the 2 knots are just now touching. So here you want to be then now all you do is just pull it tight, and you just want to be careful that sometimes it'll unravel a little bit and go over the other. You do it too fast, but you just do it slowly. It comes together, then pull it tight, and you're done. So this one's really easy to do. I use this. This my go-to. Like I use the uni knots for everything. The single uni knot for the hook or line or whatever, and then for line-to-line connections, a double uni knot. This knot works a lot better with heavier lines also, and then I would say use the other line-to-line knot for lighter lines. And I mean, you can use it with the braided line too, but I always like the other one, and the double uni knot for mono and stuff. So finishes up like this a little bit, then clip the tag ends of the knot like that. Oh geez. And it looks like that. Now you can see this is kind of a bulky knot, so especially with the tag ends like that, it's not really that great for casting. A lot of time it'll get caught in the guides. So if you're casting it more, I would say use the Albright knot because it's a little bit smoother of a knot to go through the guides, unlike the Uni Knot. But yeah, that's the Uni Knot, really good line-to-line connection. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this and it helped you out with something. If you need a little more information or something, just leave a comment in the video, and I'll try and help you out with that. Or in the description, there's the Twitter and Facebook links. That's a little bit easier, but sometimes the YouTube comments don't let you reply back to them for whatever reason. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'm sorry I haven't been really making any fishing videos lately. For some reason, it feels like every time I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go fishing. I'm sure other people can relate to it, that it's rough or windy or whatever, and I don't really care about the rough or not, but in my boat, it's not exactly the most comfortable thing, and I don't really get to choose whenever to use my friend's boat, which is kind of spoiling me a little bit because I get ditter's pretty sweet. So hopefully soon, I think this week it might be a little bit choppy, I don't know, but there's a little window. Hopefully I can get out this week and make some kind of fishing video. So yes, as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.